that time of the week again where we get to talk about brand new VR games coming out this week, new games coming out next week, and of course some of that juicy VR gaming news. But of course, before we dive into this video, if you enjoyed this, consider smashing that like button. I'd massively appreciate it, and it really does truly help these videos out. And of course, if you're one of those thousands and thousands of people that watch these videos every single week but don't actually subscribe, then maybe today could be the day you could turn that around and hit that subscribe button, because, well, it would be nice for us to hit the 100k on this channel one day. Please. Anyway, other than that, guys, let's dive into new VR games this week. Kicking things off, we have Zix. This is all about that fast-paced action, really strong sci-fi atmosphere, and you're dropped into this intense close-quarters fight, mixing melee, range combat, and a bunch of other cool things. The big draw here is how the enemies move and the way that you fight and the flow of the game. It's not just a run and gun, there's rhythm, there's chaos, and it really just ties all together into this sort of unique system of building out your levels where it feels a little bit fresh and interesting each and every time you go into this sort of adrenaline-filled crazy game. Actually really enjoyed this one, so definitely one to check out. Next up, we have Table Troopers. Now this one is kind of like a Worms-esque game, but with a bit of a new fresh twist to it. You get right into the middle of the action for this game, and imagine like a toy-sized trooper battle that's going on, but instead of that, it's kind of like I said, Worms-esque, where you're going turn by turn and stuff, but you kind of bring this into your desk in your living room, and it's really fun. It's pretty fun to play in mixed reality as well. Do I think it's the best game ever? Probably not, but it definitely is a really fun one, and if you're looking for this style of game to play with some friends, then this one's easy for me to recommend. Next up, Pencil got a full release as well. This one's been in early access for a little while, but this one's a really cool and unique idea on how to use mixed reality. It's a bit more, not a game and more of a creative tool, but this one you actually be able to teach you how to draw, and using the power of mixed reality to really enable that sort of process to happen. It's the really neat part. It's like seeing your sketches or doodles come to life, and I think like the coolest thing for this for me is it's going to be able to teach people who necessarily can't draw how to draw some of the fundamental things. So if you're looking to learn how to do some of those sort of fundamental drawings, this is really good for that. Or if you just want to sort of turn a piece of art into, your own piece of art, then again, this is going to really help you do that. I love this. Personally, I really love doing a bit of art, so this one helping people learn it, I think, is a fantastic way of doing it. Next up, we also had Successor drop this week, and this one, think sort of Demio mixed, with that sort of style of gameplay, but a very different angle taken on it. In this one, you're going to be taking on sort of like, this fantasy world and stuff, but it's done in a very Demio-esque style where it's top-down, sort of tile-based gaming. This is pretty cool, actually. If you like Demio, this might sort of tide you over until the new Dungeons & Dragons Demio comes out. So if you're looking for something like that, again, really easy to recommend. Not a bad game at all. VR gaming news. Well, this week is drier than the Sahara Desert because there just isn't much VR gaming news this week, but there is something big to be talking about. After MetaConnect, they have put a sale on that runs all the way through to the 21st, so this weekend. So if you're thinking about snapping something up, you literally have like today, tomorrow, and maybe Sunday to be able to do that. So jump on this right now. There is a huge ass sale going on that, man, loads and loads of titles, absolutely massive discounts from shooters, rhythm games, sims, pretty much everything you can imagine, from some real freaking like proper bangers all the way down to some games that you may never even heard of before. But this is an incredible sale and one to seriously take advantage of, especially if you have a bunch of games in your wish list. Make sure you go check that, because damn son, you could be saving like 30-40% on a game, and well, that's good savings because you get to spend that 40% on something else better. New VR games I'm hyped for. Well, as always, I wanted to highlight 3 games that I'm really looking forward to, and just to get you guys a bit excited about, and maybe even remind you of something that you've kind of already forgotten is on its way. Kicking things off, we have one I haven't spoke about in a hot minute, Gunman Contracts. Now, this game seems like the game that's been in development for a billion zillion years, but nonetheless, it's one that I am very much looking forward to. This is very much like the John Wick-esque game. It feels like this is honestly should be licensed to John Wick at this point. It would be freaking awesome. But nonetheless, this is something that I'm just stupidly looking forward to. It's such a high polished experience that we can be expecting to come our way, hopefully this year on PCVR. Now, there were sort of like teasers and hints about the potential of a standalone version coming later on in the future, but I really don't know how possible that's going to be for this game. Right now though, if you're in a PC, this is one to be potentially even upgrading your PC for to be able to play. I'm really excited for this. It's just an absolutely perfect shooter. Just from what I've played of the mods for this on Half-Life Alyx, which you can go play as of right now, parts 1 and part 2, this is definitively one of the best shooters and best shooter mechanics inside of a VR game, and I just cannot wait to actually get into this sort of John Wick style gameplay for myself and just play through the whole game, because I just feel like it's going to be one of the more cinematic games that we get to actually experience in VR. Next up, I wanted to highlight Street Gods as well. Now this one is super freaking cool. Now I wasn't excited for this one personally, and I have a feeling that probably a lot of you are in the same boat, but when I did try this at Gamescom, it absolutely blew me away as one of probably the more definitive roguelites I've played in a really long time. Not only is the style absolutely beautiful, think somewhere between sort of like, you know, Into the Spider-Verse meets sort of like anime, it's just such a great freaking style choice for the game. It's super vibrant, super colourful. You're going to be getting your hands on Thor's hammer. That's what I'm going to say for that name. And using that to destroy a bunch of different enemies, bosses, and all of this sort of fast-paced action where you're going to be able to upgrade the hammer, you're going to be able to do a ton of awesome stuff across the game. And not only that, the way that this works is it's completely randomized, so that every run you have inside of this game is going to feel a little bit unique and a little bit different, keeping it something fresh and easy to go back to on multiple different games to really just like sink your teeth to. And I love that about a roguelike game. But the fact that it's going to change it up for each and every run as well makes it feel even more fresh. So hopefully this is going to be an absolute banger, because the taste of it I got was really good. And last but not least, I wanted to also highlight Reach. Now, I actually did a video fully talking about my experience playing the gameplay side of this game, so if you missed that this week, that is live on the channel right now with my hands-on experience of both on the Quest and PCVR. Now, Reach is something that I've always kind of been on the fence about, not sure if I'm absolutely going to love or hate this game, but my god, after experiencing this in London, it was frigging phenomenal. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into this one, because like I say, there is a full video on the channel you can go watch right after this that is going to tell you all the nitty-gritty details that you need to know about this game, and also just show you a little bit of comparison to what you should expect if you're looking to play this on Quest or PCVR. It's also coming to PSVR 2, but I just haven't had a chance to actually try it on PSVR 2 yet. Coming up next week. Well, next week we only have really one game to truly speak of that is going to be dropping, but that is a big one, and it is Titan Isles. Now, I am very excited for this one because I have had a chance to play it. Can't say too much right now, but what I can say is definitely you should be getting this one on your wish list. This is an open world adventure of, like, you know, a bunch of awesomeness going on around you, giant creatures, fantasy landscapes, and all kinds of awesome stuff, as well as getting to play this with some friends. If you like games like Windlands 2, also made by the same developer, then you're going to absolutely bloody love this game. It's definitely one to keep an eye out on, and I will definitely be speaking about this next week in this Friday video, where I get to talk a little bit more about how awesome the game actually is. But so far, like I can say, definitely one to keep your eyes on. And there you have it for this video, guys and gals. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I really appreciate that of all the people on the internet that do these types of videos, you spend the time with me to enjoy this. I mean, I kind of feel like I conceptualized this specific video, but it seems to have bred its way out into the internet now, which just means it's a good thing, I suppose. So I really do appreciate that you choose to spend time with me on this one, so I appreciate that. If you did enjoy this, then please do consider smashing that like button, subscribing if you are new, and of course, tell me in the comments down below what you're going to be playing this weekend. Maybe if it's multiplayer, you might catch me in there, so you might make me want to play it as well if you share with me what you're going to be playing. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys. Have a good weekend. Bye.